Smo v dvorani Cankarjevega doma, se pravi v klubu CD, kjer se bo začel 12. pripovedovalski festival z naslovom Pravljice danes.
Včeraj sem skupaj, samo par besed, preden predam pravlično besedo Tomu in Juru. Jaz sem Toma spoznala na mojih vandranjih po Škotski. Tom prihaja iz Orkneyskih otokov, ki so nekje med Škotsko, oziroma med Škotsko in Norveško, in jako interesanten arhipelag otokov z zelo zanimivo zgodovino in geografijo in seveda kulturo in ljudmi.
A long time ago in Orkney, there was a girl called Annie Norton. And Annie was a very pretty young woman, much loved by her family. And one day she went for a walk down to the shore, but she never came back. And her father went to look for her, the whole family searched for her, but there was never any sign of Annie Norton in Orkney again. Now she had a cousin called Willie Norton, and he signed on as a sailor on a sailing ship. And it used to sail around the North Sea. They would sail to Norway and to Denmark, to Germany, down to Holland, and they would trade back and forth with ports in Scotland and in England. And the one day when they were sailing into the North Sea, there was a terrible gale struck the ship. It was so bad that the sails were torn, and they looked like the top of the one mast was broken, and they thought that the time had come that they would be lost in the sea. But they managed to survive the storm, and when the storm passed, something worse happened, if you could imagine it, because the wind stopped blowing, but there was no wind, and a silvery fog spread across the surface of the sea, so they couldn't see where they were going. They had no idea. They couldn't see the sky. They couldn't take a reading. They had no idea. And the torn sailcloth just hung on the mast, not a breeze to even ruffle it. A day passed, 2 days passed, a week passed, another week passed. Not a breath of wind, and the fog still wrapped around them. Some of the crew started to speak about the old tales that they'd heard, of ships that were cursed and lay becalmed on the surface of the sea until the timbers rotted and the sailcloths rotted and fell from the masts, and all the crew died of thirst and lay on the deck, bleached bones on the deck.